Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air getting thinner. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go.
Live from the Volvo 780 studios in anywhere USA. This is JJDrones Live. And now, here's JJDrones.
And it's JJDrones Live, coming to you from Minnesota today. Welcome everybody to the program. I appreciate you all being here on this alternative to the Super Bowl. Welcome to the train wreck. We've got Stormy Sky Realtor Productions. We've got Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. We've got Charles Galuski. We've got Christian from Mainlight Drone. And we've got One Vision Aerial. And my dad is here. And then we've got baby girl Haley Johnson. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate all of you being here. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But before we get there, if you would like to have your video featured, you can email me, jason@jjdrones360.com. And for everything JJ Drones related, go to jjdrones360.com. And if you would like, you can go to jjdrones360.com/Amazon1. You do your Amazon shopping, and you go there. You can purchase what you want, and you're still helping promote the program. And if you would like to help financially support the program, go to paypal.me/JJDrones. I appreciate all of you being here today. I know that it is a big day on TV for NFL football, and I would definitely be doing that as well, but seeing as how the Packers are not playing today, I am definitely not going to be interested in watching. But it looks like everybody is here that is going to be here, and we do have an interesting show today, and I do have some help today. And that's not a big surprise because these guys have been regulars on the program. Welcome to the show, Gary from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors, or G-Money. How's it going, Gary?
Pretty good, sir. How you doing? I feel
Doing
like
great.
Dan needs to be
What?
in my slot here.
Oh, Dan, the droning veteran.
Can you change that? Yeah, there
Oh,
you
looky
go.
there.
There's a reason for that.
What?
Everybody's going to know the reason here shortly.
Whoa,
Okay.
There we go.
And last and not least, and he's driving his car, so this is going to be interesting.
Whoa. Looking forward to this.
Right?
How's it going?
I don't know.
How's
Can you
it
hear
going,
me?
Paul? Yeah, I can hear you great.
Good. All right, cool.
Can
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Hey,
I can
look,
hear
Paul.
you.
I'm growing my hair back.
Oh, snap. I know mine's getting long too. See, look at that.
Yeah.
Can you see it? It's there. It's there.
I see it. I see it.
So first of all, my dad is asking, what is the headlamp for? What is the headlamp for? This is just because I just got done doing a review of the Sunblessa headlamp for Sunblessa and their work lamp. And I just wanted to tell everybody that tomorrow at 10 a.m. you can find my review. It's not going to be a premiere. I'm just releasing it just outright. You know, you can just go on and watch it once it comes out. But so Sunblessa, thank you so much for sending me this headlamp and the work lamp. And this is actually really, really cool because you can do all sorts of fun stuff with it. And it is a torch.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure that's not to see the sheen off of Paul's head? Paul's
I mean,
Right?
his cranium.
It could be.
Oh, this one's dead. But here, don't worry.
Well, that's
I got a
because it's
bigger
not
one.
a Sunblessa.
I got a bigger one.
Oh Lordy.
Now, this could be like a 13-hour live stream because I've
Right?
got something else I'm going to be reviewing, and I'm going to be assembling it during the show today. And the show is not going to end until it's fully assembled. So, and you know my track record with assembling things.
And he has no instructions.
None whatsoever.
Right?
Who needs instructions?
We're all
That's
males
right.
here. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming in. I
baby.
appreciate you being here. And Christian said, hey to you, Dan.
Hello, Christian. How are you doing?
Let's see here. Dad says, can we get one that will light up deer blood at night? Well, I'm guessing that's what the green light's for.
Yeah, right.
That would
Yeah,
be my
Night
guess.
vision.
You don't want the red light for that.
No, that's probably going to be antithetical to what you are trying to do at that point.
Blood is not red light readable.
Here, look. There you go. Blood. Or you can't see it, huh? There you go. See?
Sup, Paul? Everybody say sup, Paul.
Sup, Paul?
Up. There you go. Let me tell you a story.
Do you have your blinker fluid, Paul?
Right?
That is correct. Today, and I
go,
don't
Blinker.
I don't have the intro done for this yet, but there will be an intro on next week's program. It is the Blinker Fluid of the Week Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like what's the one where people do stupid things and they get a prize for it?
Darwin Award.
Right?
Darwin Awards. There you go. Darwin Awards.
Golf clap.
So the reason we're going to do the Blinker Fluid of the Week Awards is because
dude.
Dan has a lot of fun
Hey, look at
driving around some really eccentric drivers. Is that what you would say? Or just bad drivers?
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Special. It's called special.
Special drivers. Okay.
Special.
So because they're so special, we're going to award them with the Blinker Fluid of the Week award. And there's going to be 3 options. And Dan, how difficult was it for you to come up with 3 options out of the very, very many that you had?
It is pretty difficult, to say the least.
Well, we would say the R word, but the R word is no longer
Yeah.
okay to say.
No, we're not going to say that word.
Well, I actually
Yeah.
could have gotten all 3 videos in one day.
You could have.
I could have, but I decided to spread it out a little bit.
Okay, so, and then the other thing that we're going to do today, and I need to type this up. So, Dan, if you could fill my airtime here for a few seconds while I type this up.
Can I ask Paul a question while he's huffing or whatever the heck he's doing? Or
You said
go
fill
ahead.
the air. You're trying to fill the air.
all right, hey Paul,
Yo.
are you parked in the parking lot? Do you have your flashers or your blinkers on right now by chance, or are
I
you just in the
could.
middle of a
Well,
traffic
that's
light?
because he doesn't have his blinker fluid.
I'm not moving. See, look, it says 0.
Are you at a traffic light?
No, I'm sitting at the park. So my wife is at a meeting at some friend's house. So I'm just waiting. You know.
A traffic
for her to
light
be
does
done.
not mean or constitute a park. It has to be like where they have
There you go.
swing sets and stuff.
There you go. Now we're safe.
Blinkers. There you go. Now we're safe.
All right.
No traffic law. I'm just parked on the side of the road. See,
Your
there's a red
fluid level
zone.
is full. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Very full.
So I changed the crawler on the bottom of the screen, and I changed
Crawler?
that because I do have some new merchandise that is handmade by Haley, and Haley has been busy working her butt off today. So thank you, baby girl, for making these. Now
They
these
are
are.
Did you wash your hands first? Just curious.
Did I wash my hands first?
No, Haley. Or making whatever it is.
Of course. Yes.
Checking.
So these are coasters. These are both, or this is a double-sided coaster. This is the first side of it, and then, nope, these are all mixed up.
Shit happens.
But let me get the right order so that I'm showing you correctly here. Okay.
Anybody want a Whopper?
I would love a Whopper.
Burger King.
I know, right?
Whopper. Thank you.
Okay, so this one is paired with this one. So this is the first side, and this is the second side. And then we have this one is on one side, and then nope. Where is the other one? Well, on the other side it says keep her moving. It
Coffee.
obviously it
Coffee.
probably didn't upload. And then the coffee one is paired with that one. And then she has all of these round ones.
Hey, does that say made in China?
No. These are made in the USA.
100%.
100%. These are all wood burned by Haley herself.
Those I like that. I do order that.
So it's $10. All you have to do if you're interested in ordering, just email me and we'll get everything set up. And then
Honestly, I
Haley will
love
mail
those.
them. What's that?
I love those. Those look really cool.
Yeah, she did a really good job on these. So, Gary, you have my number. You don't have to email me.
So what do you do? Yeah. What do you do with them?
What's
Stare
that?
at them?
Yeah.
What do you do with them? Stare at
Well,
them?
I know that you don't. I know that you don't drink coffee or use coasters. But
No.
usually with coasters, you usually put a drink on them.
I've been on a roller coaster before. Does that count?
No,
Your
it
whole
doesn't
life's
count.
been a roller coaster,
Right?
as well as mine.
That's for damn sure.
And
Hell
Haley
yeah.
says, "Thank you, Gary." And she's
Love you
gonna
too, Haley.
she's
Get
gonna
her.
continue to make these. So if you're interested in buying them and I don't have any available, just let me know, and I'm sure that Haley can make a few within a couple days. Charles
Yeah,
Whiskey says, "Yeah, but the Darwin Awards are for doing something fatal."
We're leading up to that. We're leading up to that.
Oh, don't worry. We just gotta search YouTube. We'll find some fatal. Yep.
Paul, maybe you can help with this answer. Christian doesn't know if this time of year if you should use the winter blend or the summer blend of the blinker fluid.
Depends on what
50-50 solution.
area. Depends on what area you're in, because if you're in California, it's like 60 degrees out here, and you're okay. But if you're up north where it's like frozen and really close to Canada, like with Wisconsin or something like that, whatever that place is up there.
Yeah, well, he's from Illinois, so
Oh yeah, that too. Those places up there by the water.
Right.
Yeah, we probably want winter blend. Make sure you winter blend your DEF fluid too, because gotta buy that extra special stuff during the winter.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Very
don't want it
important.
to freeze like it does at the pump.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that ever happens.
Never.
No. No, gosh, no.
Hey, does
Okay,
Haley is she gonna make a Facebook page or something for her stuff she's selling?
I don't know what she's going to do with it. As of right now, it's going to be on my website as soon as I'm able to get them on the website. And then as well, she's going to be, advertising on my live stream through me.
Coasters across America. I love it. I love it.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Carl, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a safe drive tonight, buddy.
Hey, who's the gentleman?
Me.
Oh, you're
wait
the
a sec.
gentleman.
Oh,
Okay,
wait a
just
second.
checking.
No, he says, good evening, gentlemen, and Jason.
I still wondered who the
So,
gentlemen were. But,
He was talking about Gary and Dan.
Oh, okay, just checking. All right. You sure?
Definitely not Paul.
He left you
Nobody's
completely
ever
out,
called
Paul.
me. Nobody's ever called me gentle before.
Haley says, no, likely, not that much effort. Or not, I'm guessing she meant not likely. Not likely, not that much effort. I like burning, and I'm not sure what to do with a dozen coasters.
Hey, there's a lot of people here in California that like burning too. So
Yes, that's true.
you probably sell a lot of burning here.
All right, so shall we get to our award presentation? Everybody in the chat, they're going to be options 1 through 3. Options 1 through 3. And I'm going to pull up the first video. And Dan, maybe you can walk through what's going on with this at this point.
Number 1.
Hit full screen, and it'll get rid of the other stuff. There you go.
So this one here.
It's like I'm a horse.
Yes. Well, the car there obviously passed me, even though he needed the exit. He could have pulled up right behind me, and Paul, you probably see it a lot. I don't know, because you don't drive much anymore, do you?
Well,
No,
I'm on the freeway a
does
lot.
trucks now. He does
It's
it
not
to
in the
trucks.
truck.
Just in
But
the
trust
car?
me, I watch the idiots do the same thing in the cars because I still look at their mirrors getting on the freeway.
Yeah.
I still see them like this on the freeway. Getting on. They're getting on the freeway and they're just like assuming everyone's going to move out of the way. Yeah.
Right. And
I run them
I
off
had
the
the
road
same thing
still, by the way.
I had the same thing happen to me today, and they just flipped me off as they cut me off. So
Yeah.
that was enjoyable.
It was the
Yeah.
one finger salute.
It was.
Yeah. I was in Utah, right? They're popular for that.
No, this happened to me in Iowa,
Oh.
but
Wow.
the video happened to Dan in Utah. Okay, here's
Ah.
number two.
But
Here's
it was
option
probably a
number
Utah
2.
driver today.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
right.
option number 1 is cutting Dan off while they wanted to take the exit instead of just going in back of him. So that's option number 1. Option number 2.
I'm pretty sure that's legal in every state.
Hey, that was lots of clearance, though. I mean,
I mean, there was a lot of clearance there. Yes, I'll give you that. But
But it wasn't right.
it's not right. I mean,
No.
that was actually a 30-mile-an-hour zone. I was doing 30.
And yeah, they were definitely doing like 50 or 60. So that was Paul. Were you in Utah today?
right? Don't
It
tell
definitely
nobody.
Like Paul's car.
I drive the Mercedes right now.
Okay,
Oh,
so option number 2 is speeding through the intersection, and option number 3.
Option number 3. Oh, railroad tracks.
Railroad.
Oh, did somebody clear those tracks? Oh, okay, you did. All right.
Barely.
Oh.
What the?
Oh.
Passing on a turn.
I don't think that was a two left turn lane car
No, it
thing.
was not.
Yep.
I don't
That was
believe
the
so.
express. That was the express left.
To
That
give
was
them
the
credit,
express left.
it
Yeah.
was a California stop sign. It had the white border around, which means
Right.
stop is optional.
That's right.
I think we need a replay. I think I saw in option number 1, there was a turn to like a blinker. Option
Yeah,
number
was it?
2,
Go back. Let's see.
option number 2, I'm not sure. And
Can you
and
repeat
that-
the question?
Okay, here's option number 1 again. Option number 1
There was a blinker
did have
in
a
this
turn
one.
signal.
Oh, what?
It's
Okay,
full.
so that's
It's full.
automatically. Yeah, that one's clear. That looks normal to me. That's California normal right there.
Oh,
That's
that's
Paul
Utah
normal.
normal. That is.
Yeah. Oh, is
Okay,
that bigger?
30 miles an hour.
No, this is not big. This
No
is,
turn signal. No turn
that's the
signal.
winner.
This is up by Brigham City. To I-15.
Oh, okay.
And then
Weird
this one here,
roundabout.
there are turn signals, but it's a single lane.
I mean, in theory, it's the only one without a turn signal at all, no matter what, right?
I saw a lot of blinkers at the end of that last option. Can we pause it near the very end there, please?
Yes, I can absolutely do that. Let's see here.
Blinkers right there.
Oh, yeah. There
Car
was a lot of
blinkers.
blinkers.
Railroad blinkers. We got all kinds of blinkers there.
We got all
Yeah.
sorts of blinkers going on there, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to need a refill on their blinker fluid.
That's true. They were
They are
using a lot.
There's a lot of blinking going on there, and they
That's-
may need a refill on their blinking fluid.
Brain fluid.
Oh, yeah, brain fluid. We've
That
got
too.
comments from Christian. He says definitely number 3. We've got Jenny and Steve. They vote 3. Karl Marx, that's a 3. Haley said that's a California left. Paul, do you agree?
It's yeah, I would, because with the crime rate and the less police, people do whatever they want here now. So that works. Take that. Yep.
Chris says, I had a person cross 4 lanes in front of oncoming traffic yesterday. Caught it on traffic cam. Chris, if you get stuff like that and you want to email that to me, I would appreciate that, because we will keep that for future Blinker Fluid of the Week awards. And then he's also going with number 3. Hey, Nanette, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so there's one other video that we need to watch. And Dan was nice enough to include this. And this isn't going to be up for the award. This is just going to be a discussion between all of us here. And I am going to change this. Let's see, stop. And then, let's see here, what one is this one? I think...
Hey, do mask
Okay.
works on your chin? Just curious.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You wear it down here on your chin. Does that work still?
Yeah,
Yep.
chin diapers.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, here we go. So this is for discussion. Anybody
I just
can
saw something. What?
anybody can pop in at any time, but okay, let's set this up, Dan.
So I'm coming up on this traffic jam here, and this is in Heber on US 40. I was coming when I came through. They had road construction signs set up and saying road would be closed because they were running like power lines across the street. And so at first I was thinking that was what this issue was. and then a wrecker came by, and another
Now,
wrecker came by.
Yeah, this was a fatality accident. by
This
the way.
was a fatal accident.
Oh,
4-car, I believe, 4 or 5 car fatal accident that we were trying to get past, and then I guess you can just let it play through, but
Yep. I'm going to let it play through. I just wanted to set it up before I played it. So here we go.
so the blue car in front of me, and there there was probably 6 or 7 cars that did this, and I mean, I don't want to give it away yet. And this wrecker here was the 3rd or 4th wrecker that came up,
Oh, no.
Stop.
and I
Stop.
knew
wait. Why is he in the left lane? Is there a barrier there?
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, this wrecker is trying to get over to the shoulder because they need to get all the way in the front. I don't know if Dan, is there a barrier there?
There's not a barrier, but the construction crew. So this is right in the construction zone, and so the construction crew was putting up the barriers. So they was in the center island right there. So that's why the wrecker had to come over.
Watch what happens as this wrecker comes over. The wrecker has its lights on. Obviously, he's coming in there for a reason. Okay. And watch what happens with this blue car as the wrecker comes towards the shoulder.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can't get
Reject.
over there.
Nope.
What?
I don't want
All
him
right.
cutting in front of me. It might take off more of my time. Damn it.
Exactly.
By getting rid of the wreck that's in front of you, you dumbass.
Wow. Hey, at least the truck driver isn't like following suit.
And excuse my language, but this is enough to anger the pontiff, if you could say it that way.
Yep. And this
This is
stuff
when you
happens
back
all the
up.
time.
And you start turning in and you start getting really close to that car until now they're going to turn out. They're going to try to turn out too. I'd be pushing my way through there. I don't understand why he's
No,
not like
he's
backing
gone.
up. Oh, is the truck going to cut off the...
No.
Yep. So there's another
Hey.
car
Oh,
coming.
look at that.
Oh, hello. Yeah,
So there-
baby.
There
Go
was
get
a
those
bunch of
stops.
cars doing that.
Can I
And then
ask Dan
I
a
stopped
question?
short.
Hang on.
Yep.
Hang on. Gary?
I just want to ask Dan a question. That tanker-looking vehicle there in front of where the blue car was, do you know what was being transported? Did it look like a fuel carrier, or
Yeah,
was it water?
it's fuel.
Or,
It's petrol or oil or crude oil.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a
something
crude
flying
oil.
across-
It's coming
Yeah, I
back
can
from
see the red. Yeah.
Vernal Roosevelt area going to the refineries in Salt
In the
Lake.
beginning, I thought that's where this was leading to, something involving that vehicle.
Oh no.
Oh.
No. This is
Well,
all
if you
about
hear that.
This is all about the wreck that's all the way in front. This wreck this traffic backed up lasted 6 hours
Oof.
at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, it was at least 6 hours, probably the whole thing. It hour and 10 minutes it took me to get through it. So it took me as long to get from Heber to Salt Lake City as it did to get through this line.
See,
Now
that's
the
why I
wrecker
look
finally
at
gets through.
that's why I look at Google Maps and like I watch for like anything. If I see something that might resemble red, I start looking for a way out real quick.
Now
I
this
usually
shoulder,
do that.
this shoulder
Yeah.
here is for emergency vehicles to get to the wreck. This is not your fast lane to get in front of the wreck. By the time that you get up towards the front, you're probably already going to run into what's happening in front. And how in the heck you're just going to be causing the wreckers have to wait for you to try and get in line because nobody can go forward or backwards or anything you're all stuck. This
Yep.
doesn't make any sense.
Now, if everybody had a CB radio and everybody was talking,
Oh, my
everybody would
gosh.
know what's going on. But hey, just me, communication. What a concept, you know.
CB radio would have had nothing to do to fix that.
Everybody wants to depend on Google, which is usually too late. But hey, whatever. I'm just gonna sit back and eat my Whoppers. All right.
You do that. Hey, Robert Mack Media, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. And let's see here. Robert Mack says, faster the wrecker gets to the front, faster the lanes open. And that is exactly my point.
Kind of depends on the cops whether or not things actually get open faster.
Well, like I said, it was a fatality, so it doesn't really matter. They still have the procedures they have to go through. But if they're asking for the wreckers to get there, they've already gone through their procedures.
Yep. I say you just push them out of the way and move on, and they'll let them clean up afterwards.
Stormy Skyro Production says, when we were in Kansas City, there was someone who flew down the shoulder on the expressway because traffic was backed up. It happens all the time. Not only does it happen in Kansas City, it happens in LA.
Everywhere.
It happens in pretty much any major city. I'm sure that happens in Chicago pretty often. In fact, I know it does. But that's my thoughts on it. Anybody else have any thoughts on it?
Yep. It's kind of like NASCAR. Just bump them in the rear, and put them into the wall, and you're out of the way. Keep moving.
So
Just
so
slide.
far-
It's not like you're gonna kill anybody. Oh, too soon.
Yeah, too soon. So we've got the majority of votes for person number 3, Dan.
Number 3, that was my call too. That was my guess too.
So you know, if you're going to go out there and you're going to try and make a left turn as the same as some other car, you are in luck because you are going to be the recipient of blinker fluid of the week.
There you go. I was gonna say maybe he's dyslexic, but I don't know if that means anything.
Maybe he was making a right turn, but he turned left.
Yeah. So it's like opposite day, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe he's seeing double. I don't know.
Robert Mack, I actually was driving from San Diego back towards Wisconsin this week, and I got loaded at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I had to drive through rush hour from San Diego all the way up through basically Riverside, and it took well over 4 hours to go that distance.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why do they
was,
call it rush hour anyway when everybody's going so damn slow?
Right.
It's a rush to nowhere.
Exactly.
Yes. It's like air freight. Hurry up and wait.
So, like I said earlier, I did a review for Sunblessel lights, and video is going to be released tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. And this one was not sent to me. This one I purchased myself. And I purchased it because I just want to try it out and see if this is going to be worth buying by any truck driver. It's called Tough and Hungry. Oh, wrong way. There we go.
Is that like a metal bib?
No, this is a cup
Like, put it
holder,
right here.
bottle holder, and a food tray.
Wow.
Now, I actually thought that this would be handy for when I do my trucking vlogs, because the tray actually has this lip on it, and I could actually put my GoPro batteries and my GoPros and anything else that I need extra inside this tray, and I'd be able to keep track of it better while I was doing my trucking vlogs. So I actually thought that this was going to be something that would be good to use, not only a good item to review. Now, it comes with, you have to assemble it yourself. So,
Oh boy.
exactly, Gary.
Oh.
So this is, oh, it does it have instructions on the back?
throw them away.
Don't
We're gonna
look.
just,
Don't look.
We're just not going to pay attention to that.
Yeah, instructions are overrated.
My dad
Haley, I
has to
think you're
go.
needed here.
My dad has to go. Thank you so much for coming in, Dad. I appreciate it.
Later, Dad.
Carl Marx says double trailer semi was caught going on the shoulder at a higher rate of speed. It was caught on a dash camera. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. That would be awesome, Carl. And
Yeah, I wanna see that.
we are not discriminating with our blinker fluid of the week. If you're caught
Heck
doing
yeah.
something crazy, it doesn't matter whether you're a CDL driver or a car driver. We're gonna nominate you, and we're gonna let the chat decide. So
We'll bust you out. I'll even bust
Hell
myself
yeah,
out.
brother.
So this is the bottle holder.
That looks broken.
It does, doesn't it? Now this is supposed to fit in any size cup holder, and we're gonna figure out how, because I didn't read the instructions.
That looks like a funnel for blinker fluid to me. I don't know
Right?
the way you're holding it.
Right?
Well, almost. So I'm gonna loosen this up because it looks like that's the thing to do. All right. Because this is working well.
The heck? It's already annoying me. It sounds like an annoying piece of plastic.
There we go.
Oh.
So now I could just tighten this up. And apparently you can have it in pretty much any sort of
You're going to have to
angle
put
or
your
something that
GoPro
you
on
need.
it when you're driving down the freeway and just show it. And then you can do like slow-mo and we'll see how much it bounces around inside the truck.
Oh, it's going to bounce. I'm assuming this is going to bounce around a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Do they have a blink mode in that thing? When
I
it's
think
down?
they do have a blink. Why the hell is it springy, Haley says?
That's a light kit you got to buy after. It's an aftermarket light kit. for the
Yeah,
blinker.
it's the after. Yeah, you have to get the aftermarket.
Oh, yeah. There should be some LEDs around the rim of that plastic thing.
It should be.
Little
Yes.
lights inside to light up your drink.
There we go. So,
You should put a blanket warmer in there too.
so this is made for like bottled water or bottle of soda or something like that. This is made for like a coffee cup or something like that. And then I'm assuming that you twist. Okay, yeah, you twist this, and these little rubber stoppers here actually come out so that it'll go into pretty much any size cup holder. So I'm thinking, now this is my thoughts,
Oh,
and you can let me know what you think in the chat. Chris says, I can see super glue needed to hold that together very soon.
Yeah, right.
Now this is made by the same company that makes my phone holder, okay? And their phone holder is amazing. Probably one of the best phone holders I've ever had. The suction cup works great. You can put it on any solid surface. Absolutely fantastic. But this, I don't know. I mean, it feels like the connections are solid here. The only question that I have is how solid is going to be this connection here, because I believe it goes on the ring of this.
Yep. I can see super
And,
glue. Definitely super glue. You're gonna need that. So basically, that's gonna go into the cup holder, and then the plate thing connects to it and hangs over the side. Is that what we're saying here?
I'm guessing, but like I said, I didn't read the instructions because I was. This is all about doing it the JJDrones way, and that's not reading the instructions.
In the fishing industry, you call that a bait cutting board. That's, I don't know what you want to call it, but
Well, I'm calling it.
That's about the right size.
I'm calling it a food tray.
We'll see.
Okay.
Food trays hold up. Yep. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm thinking right now?
What's that?
Excuse me, JJ. I hate to interrupt
Yeah.
again, but sometimes that's what I do. You could literally, if you can lower it or tilt it towards us, and you could, yeah. How many cashews could you get in that little tray? Does anybody understand the meaning of that?
Right. Right.
You could
I'll
just
let-
sprinkle a bunch of cashews in there.
We could
That's
have jumping
right.
cashews.
It would
At least
good.
your hand won't get stuck.
exactly.
Now this does turn. So that is kind of alarming because I don't know how long that connection will last. Because if I know that you guys can't feel it like I can, but it's a lot of weight with this up here, kind of
Oh, we're
pulling down
assuming.
here.
We're assuming a lot right now.
But this connection here and this connection here feel solid. This connection here where it turns feels like it would easily be broken. I'm going to do a full review on this after I use it for about a month, just like I did with the Sunblessa lights. And I will definitely let you know my my thoughts on it. Paul, I think I will put a GoPro on it and see how much it moves.
Is that way when it breaks the first time you'd use it, we'll have that on video. It'd be great. It'd be like dun, 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 snap. It just like falls apart and your stuff goes everywhere. You gotta have coffee in there so we get the spillage thing going on. It's like this, like what? Right.
The funniest thing, you're talking about the spillage, but the whole time this was going on with the coffee holder, and I'm like, man, I sure hope that mug has a lid on it because you hit one
Right?
bump and
Right.
Like this. And you're driving a Volvo, so we know that's just like this all day. The
Right.
dashboard
Well-
like yeah.
Well, what I'm gonna do is when I put it in the cup holder, like I said, this tightens down and these come out. So I'm gonna just crank on it when I get into the cup holder, and I'm going to try and get it as tight as I possibly can, and see what happens. And then
So,
Now, does
Speaking
the
of
tray come
cranking on-
off easily, or
what's
like
that?
the tray? Does it come off easily? I just don't see it.
It took a little bit of force to put it in there. Okay, so I mean, not difficult, but not completely easy either. You do have to do a little bit of effort to get it off.
Yep. You don't want to pull that off too many times because, yeah.
No, I'm just wondering if maybe it's designed more for not like when you're not traveling. or the
I
tray
mean,
part.
that's
But, I mean,
entirely
we'll
possible.
See on the review, you know,
Right.
You gotta test it out, driving
Right.
with it. You gotta get the video of the cashews just.
Right?
So I have to get cashews.
whoppers.
I have to get
Put
cashews.
whoppers on the plate.
Now, I have a solution though. I'm already picturing this in my head after, driving truck and trying to make things work because I had a laptop I bought one of those RAM mounts and I had that bolted. So I actually had a laptop sitting on the side of in the passenger
did I.
seat for a while.
Do you forget
Yeah.
mine?
Do you
Oh, that's right.
The 2-liter bottle of Coke on the table
Oof.
a couple months ago.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, I don't do that stuff. But yeah, but here's my theory. Depending on how do you still have cup holders in the center of the dash or what?
Yeah, that's where I'm going to
Okay.
put it.
So what I would do so that you don't break it is maybe get a piece of wood, put a piece of wood underneath that tray, and just boom, and then bam, you gotta.
Yeah,
Now-
but that's defeating the purpose of the review.
I know, but I'm trying to
wanna do
prevent
the
breaking something.
Well, no, that defeats the purpose of the review. I'm going to do a review on the way that this is meant to be used. And if I use it the way that it's meant to be used and it functions properly, it doesn't break, then it's something that I could endorse. But if it's something that it's going to break going down the highway, it's something that I can't endorse. It's something I can't endorse just like I can't English.
Time
And
out!
it's something that I can warn drivers to not to purchase.
Can I ask a question?
Raise
Yes,
your
Gary.
hand.
All right, so this is a message to Sun Blessa. We are his most critical viewers, and we really, like, we're up here for a reason. So if
Yes.
you can pass this test, everything after this process is going to be very easy. So we just want to, we thank you for thinking about JJ Drones as a potential sponsor, to your products after, you get over this little hurdle. So thank you. Carry on, folks.
There you go. That's right. Now I do have to question. What did you see? What the weight rating is, so that technically you follow that, so that you'll know if the weight rating actually holds up or not.
Okay, first of all,
The
this
weight
is
rating of the tray. It might
No,
only be like 4 ounces.
right. Well, this isn't made by Sunblessed, by the way. This is made by Tough Tested is the name of the company,
Oh, my bad.
and it's called the Tough and Hungry Cup Holder and Bottle Holder and Food Tray.
Ugh, more power. Oh, you should get a hungry. What are the hungry meals? What do they call those things? The frozen things. See if
The
it
Hungry
stays
Man meals?
full of-
Hungry
Yeah.
man.
See, Hungry Man on my Hungry Man tray. Oh yeah.
Did I see
Okay,
little
now-
slots or grooves in that thing? JJ,
This
can you-
is supposed to be a phone holder, by the way.
I know. but
No, in the middle.
In the middle. Yeah. Can a cashew fall through that, or was that like a dispenser? What is that thing?
That's the
That is-
leakage that happens when you pour something on the bottom. It all falls out.
If you look closely, that is a happy face. Okay,
Oh Lord.
this is a happy face. This is why you buy it, because it will make you happy. It has a happy face.
Putting a smile on my face right now.
And Dan and I have actually talked about this.
On purpose?
Yes, because I saw it in a truck stop, and he and I discussed whether or not it would be worth buying to do a review on. And he's like, "Yeah, why not? It's your money."
Right?
So all those pieces came together, or were there separate
Yes.
pieces? Or so, are you okay, Sharon? Like, how much you threw out the window on that product?
This was $40.
$39.99. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. $40 at a truck stop is really nothing.
No, I'm just kidding with you. No, I think that
Oh,
could be practical.
Let's see here.
seems to be
Robert
a
Max
pretty
says I
reasonable
drove
price.
commercials. Yeah. Robert Max says I drove commercials Southern California from San Diego up Palm Desert to Ventura County for a number of years. So he knows what bad traffic is.
Right? Oh yeah.
Chris says word of advice, but Gorilla Tape and popsicle sticks for fast repairs.
Right?
Haley
There
says
you
like
go.
a donkey with no saddle. Dan, she loves your invisible water cup.
Oh, thank you.
And
I worked
Haley
hard on
says Sun Blessa passed with the trip on the outside of the car. Yes, it did. Hey, Keith,
Whoops.
thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. We're getting down to five viewers because nobody. I was surprised that we had anybody watching tonight. To be honest, Super Bowl's on. Everybody wants to watch the commercials. So I just figured we'd have a little bit of fun.
Hey, are
next-
the A's playing?
Who?
The A's. Super Bowl, right?
Football. The Super Bowl.
Oh, what?
The
They're not
Super
a
Bowl.
football team? Oh.
It's the
Okay.
Retrievers versus the. It's the Retrievers versus the Dachshunds. Is that what it's what they call them? The Dachshunds. The
It's a
wiener
dog.
dogs.
It's a dog Super Bowl.
The-
There's golden
that-
retrievers.
That's the Bud Bowl thing or whatever they do, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, damn! You didn't tell me dogs were going to be in it. Now I'm going to go watch it.
Oh, okay.
Now it might be entertaining.
Well, it would be entertaining.
Could be.
I'm
Do you have
looking
Animal
at the
Planet
clock.
in your car?
We've
I
been
mean, I can Google anything, man. I got YouTube right here, baby.
Puppy Bowl.
That's it. Yeah.
There it is.
You've
Thank
been
you,
live,
Chris.
live for 49, almost 50 minutes, and Paul's been throwing those whoppers down nonstop.
He
How many
has.
boxes do you have there, sir?
No, not nonstop. I'm not a chain
Yeah.
smoker. Or I mean, a chain eater. Wait, what is that called? So,
He's
actually,
got
you
a
know what?
bottomless box.
Right? Pretty much. I mean, there's a lot of things in this box. See, there's a bunch of them in there still. Hey, they're only 140 calories per serving divided by 13, 4.5 servings. But you know what you do is you take Whoppers and something sour and you eat them together. Tastes freaking great. I don't know if you try that. It does.
You should do it with salt.
No.
You should do it with pretzels.
Pretzels are good. Yeah. I can do pretzels. I wouldn't like add salt to anything.
Or maybe cashews.
Cashews. As long as my hand don't get stuck. There's like that Jeff Foxworthy. Remember that Jeff Foxworthy joke about the truck and the trailer getting stuck?
Yeah,
You guys
but that
know what
wasn't
that
Jeff
one is?
Foxworthy. That wasn't Jeff Foxworthy. It was Bill Engvall.
Oh, Bill Engvall. I don't know. They're
Yeah.
all country. I get
Here's your
mixed up.
sign.
Those guys all look alike.
What were you going to say, Gary?
I don't know. Probably something derogatory towards Paul. I forget.
Probably.
Yeah, right.
It's
No,
all right.
have you guys heard that joke about the overpass?
Yeah, the truck driver, he's driving along, gets his truck stuck underneath the bridge. Truck driver comes out to the police officer and
I know.
he says,
I
a
know.
police officer, truck
You're
gets
ruining
stuck.
it. Yeah, the police officer. Okay, so Bill Engvall seen this truck get stuck, and he walks up to the driver. He's talking with him a little bit, and the cop shows up. Cop comes, you get your truck stuck, and the driver's like, nope, it's delivering that overpass. It ran out of gas.
Yep.
Here's your sign.
Anthony, thank you so much for coming in. Anthony's one of our brake bush drivers. Thank you so much for coming in, my friend.
Wasn't it the
Oh, you
tires
have
blew up?
There's a spy in your midst.
That's right.
Yes.
Haley says, damn millennials not knowing they're comedians in S.
Right?
Yes.
Wait, who's the millennial? I don't know. I don't pay any attention. Every time I hear millennial, I think of the kids still. But I guess they're, I don't know.
They're not really
X-ray
kids
or
anymore.
something
They're
like that
Ryan's
now.
age. I think
Yeah,
I think
right?
the kids are like Generation Z at this point.
Yeah, I think we are Z now.
Just so you know, Haley, I know the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, that would happen to be Ron White, Bill Engvall. That would be the one we were just talking about there a minute ago.
Bill Engvall, Ron White.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Jeff
then there's
Foxworthy.
Jeff.
and
Jeff
Foxworthy.
Foxworthy.
Larry the Cable
Right.
Guy, of course.
And Larry the Cable Guy. And
Larry-
you are very familiar with Larry the Cable Guy because isn't he from Florida?
No, I think he's originally from Nebraska. And
Oh, okay.
He's the one that made the gold hat hooks famous and popular the way he displays. That's why, like, I'm mad at you because you did not follow the instructions on how to display your hat hook. If you
I'm
need
sorry.
to Google Larry the Cable Guy hat hook, much better. Oh, there you go. Now you're in. There you go.
There we go.
Now,
There's
now
your
you've
sign.
now you've
Get her
switched
done.
to the other side too. You've now come to the other side.
Just a programming note. Next Sunday, I'm only going to have one person up on live, and it's actually going to be two people. Jenny
What?
and Steve from Stormy Sky Real Productions are coming on for an interview for the full hour. We're going to be talking about their channel. We're going to be talking about basically
Disappeared.
how they started and, where they see their channel going. We're going to talk about their premiere that's coming out on this Saturday at 6 p.m. Central. It's going to be a really cool premiere that they're going to be doing. And they asked me not to say anything. I'm just saying go there, watch their premiere on Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Time. It's going to be a great premiere. But they are going to be coming, and I've been basically pestering them now since I started doing live streams to come on to the live stream, and they finally came up and said, "Hey, we feel comfortable enough to go on the air with you." So, so I'm devoting the whole hour to those guys. So, I'm sorry, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I apologize. Thank you for correcting me, Jenny and Steve. I appreciate that. So, definitely be here next Sunday and get to know Jenny and Steve. If nothing else, they make really good cookies. Okay.
There you go. Right?
Yeah, Jason wouldn't share.
I wouldn't. No.
Brutal.
Dan, there's only one reason why I didn't share it. You know that, right?
I know you couldn't make it that far. Too far to travel with them.
Well, that's it. That's it right there.
I mean,
yeah, they were gone.
They was gone before you could even get to me.
I wish
Which I totally understand. I would be the same. But they sounded delicious.
I'm looking at the four corners. I see JJDrones branded there. I see Droning Veterans. I see Top Gun. I don't know what that's all about. PPG here. So, I don't know. We all have a brand we want to promote. Some form of that. And what's Top Gun about? What's going on there?
He's sup.
He's sup.
I'm confused. That's
Jenny
what
and Steve. Jenny and Steve. It's not that I wouldn't share. It's that I couldn't share. There's a difference.
Hey, what do you think we have overnight shipping for, baby? So there's no excuses. Eventually, you'll just be able to teleport it, and those will taste just fine. Little remake of the molecules, back on the other side. No?
Star Trek.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that what that's from?
Sounds about right.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Right? There's no intelligent life form here in California.
Well,
true.
Except for me, I'm different.
You're definitely different, Paul. That's for sure. That's why we love you.
Stop. Get her done.
Everybody's special in their own way.
Can I share a
That's what
brief?
my
I'll
parents
try to
told
make it
me.
as brief as possible about problems I run into
Absolutely.
down here in Southwest Florida. And down here, our tourist season is basically October 15th to April 15th. And when I say this, I'm not picking on one certain state, but I'm telling you, this has been one. This is very factual, and I don't think anybody in the panel is affected here. Particularly, they may have experienced some of this stuff. Every time, like I'll be driving in the slow lane in the right lane or whatever, we're on Highway 41, and all of a sudden somebody will make a right turn across 3 lanes of traffic, and I'll hit the brake, and then I'll be like, saying all kinds of colorful words, and then I always look at the tags, and it's like Minnesota. Man, every time I get cut off, and I kid you not, it's like Minnesota. I think one other time it was somebody not from Minnesota, but I think they probably had roots, their lineage was tied to Minnesota. But anyway, I kid you not, that's my experience on blinker fluid, and I just wanted to share it.
I think that you're right,
Utah,
Gary.
but-
I was thinking Utah too, but
Gary, Jason thinks there isn't crocodiles or whatever in Orlando. I think he's wrong. What say Florida man?
I think that's a crock of bull, but I don't know.
You know what I was confused about? When you said Southwest Florida, I'm like, Florida's like this big. Aren't you always like on the east anyway? But whatever. It's just me.
I'm in Hurricane Alley.
He is. He's
That's
in,
the whole state. What are you talking
no.
about?
Jenny and Steve's, I think you guys are going to close it out. Minnesota drivers are the worst. They like to hang out in the left lane and go slow. Well, and Swift drivers are just as bad because they go in the center lane and go slow. But,
Well,
you know,
they sure wish they finished training. So
They
what can
do.
you expect?
they sure do. But so Paul, Dan, Gary, I thank all three of you for being on the show this week, and we'll have you all back probably the week after next. So thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys.
Well, thanks for having me. Had a lot of fun.
G Money had fun. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate all of you for being here. And Anthony says that the halftime show sucks. And so I hope that, you know, we provided you a little bit of entertainment today. I thank you all for coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, everybody.